Alright, hello everyone, my name is
Seems
Tsukaira.
all the other knights already have their hands full.
Thank you very much, Kaya. Very cool, I really appreciate it. But, yeah, it's currently 1.4 in Genshin Impact. It's actually 2 weeks into the update, and this is a very late upload on my end. I'm sorry for my absence. As the normal viewers would know, this is a temperature check. Usually, I would, go over my teams and what's changed and what's been added and what I've gotten so far since last time the game updated. And after every temperature check, I would put something to lengthen the video. For 1.3, I had the Dane Slave quest, so yeah, there's there hasn't been anything to put after this temperature check. There's nothing. It's just the Windbloom Festival, and that's about it. And I don't feel like the Windbloom Festival is like 2 hours of dialogue. I don't want to cram this into one of those videos, So I'm deciding to. Actually, I haven't fully decided yet, but this might be a standalone video on its own. I'm not sure yet, but whatever comes after this video might not be recorded on the same day that I'm recording this voiceover, so. Yeah, not much has happened. Team-wise, I don't know why I left the thing, but yeah, actually there has been a lot of stuff that happened. You can see I have a new character. I'll go over it in a bit, but since I'm already on Kaya, I might as well talk about him. I actually started building Kaya as a DPS today. It's kind of funny. And he's actually been doing like way better than I thought he would. Obviously Kaya as a damage dealer, he's not that good on his own. But with the amount of resources I put into him, he's actually pulling his weight pretty decently. And Kaya being one of the starter characters, he's not supposed to be good, And it's actually funny because Razor is getting out-damaged by him if Kaya has enough support, which is why I think Kaya might be better than Razor right now. Well, my Razor at least. My Razor doesn't have the best stats. The thing about Kaya is that he can have a bunch of crits stacked on top of each other. You know how he has his first constellation adds 15% crit rate to any enemies that have Cryo on them. And same thing with the Cryo Resonance. As you can see, I'm running Diona in my team right now.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Kaya already said that, God. But yeah, as you can see, I have Diona in my team. Basically, he's essentially getting a free 30% crit rate on top of the, 64 actually, that he already has. So in essence, he has 94% crit rate. So he's never gonna miss a crit, I guess. But that's when you have all his stuff stacked on top of each other. So, like I was saying, by himself, he doesn't really do that well. See, since I'm already here, I came here to, I was here testing him out. I actually want to show you how good he actually is. With enough support, he actually does, like...
By royal decree! Look at you!
Freeze! This moment will be
so it's getting pretty insane once there's a bunch of, enemies in one area.
Dodge this!
Yeah, his physical damage, obviously his damage isn't too stellar. He's only level 70 at the time right now, but as you can see. I don't think his artifacts are maxed out either. Obviously, he'll be doing way more damage than he was. And I don't think the artifacts are the best either, so... him already pulling his own weight in something like this, where, the recommended level is like 90 and everything. It's pretty insane.
Special! Wind, hear me!
This moment will be frozen in time.
But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on my Kaya. It's so fun. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't wait for him to be able to, do a ton of damage. This is already good damage on its own. It actually turns out on floor 11 of the Spiral Abyss on the first chamber, Kaya actually clears the faster with D-loop, which is kind of insane. Well, I've been saying insane way too much. But it just is,
Can't have your drink.
Cool it.
Yeah, I think I'll stop it there. And the thing I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry. I can switch out the black sword for an Aquila of Avonia, and it'll actually do probably a little bit more damage on the physical end, but for the ice and his skill and his burst, I don't know if it will do as much damage. I haven't done too much testing, but I think the black sword is actually better than the Aquila of Avonia right now. And we can check if his artifacts are maxed out. Okay, a decent amount of them are maxed out, but he has Razor's Goblet, which I remember is really garbage. Yeah, you can see. But yeah, really looking forward to how my Kai is gonna turn out later. I don't think there's anything to talk about official. I just used her in the fight that we just had right now. 15k damage on her skill. I think she's already been complete for a while now, so I don't think I need to talk about her. Diana's been doing very well. As you can see, I have her on C5 right now. And yeah, it's actually been so worth it to start building her, because she actually does so much better than Chi-Chi, which is kind of sad. I like Chi-Chi, but Diana is just a way better character in general. In terms of utility, she has a cleanse, she has a shield, she can boost elemental mastery, and but that's only on C6. There have been rumors about a free Diona in the next update, so if I were to get that, I'll have her at C6, and that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's all about Diona. It's not really much to talk about. But with Jean, I have a lot to talk about actually. So as you can see, I pulled a new character. It was on the standard banner, and I lucked out on getting Jean, which was actually my most wanted 5-star of the bunch. And what makes it even more crazy is that the Jean could have been anything else. It could have been, a second Chi-Chi. Could have been a Mona, another Diluc, a Wolf's Gravestone, But it happened to be what I wanted most. And yeah, super thing to the gacha gods. Man, I really don't know how to talk, do I? So I'm running her on double Gladiator, double Viridescent Venerare, and yeah, she's doing very well. Her damage is lacking a bit because of her crit rate is not that high. It can be higher, but currently I'm looking for better artifacts. As you can see, she also has like 1,100 defense, which is from the goblet. As you can see, that's oh shoot. Oh, never mind, I'm stupid. There's almost 30% defense on this goblet, and it just hurts my soul to look at, so... But yeah, here's to hoping that I get another Anemo damage goblet, because... this hurts. It just hurts. I don't think I have another one. The other one's on Zhao, and, obviously Zhao needs it more, so... yeah, we'll just leave it on him. Speaking of Zhao, might as well go on to him, because that's our strategy. We got a Jade Spear for him. So, my Zhao is pretty much complete. He's pretty much perfect. He has a very healthy distribution of stats. A very healthy amount of energy recharge as well, which is what I think it's better to have more energy recharge over, a little bit more crit rate or a little bit more crit damage. Just because he can have more all uptime, which is more DPS. But yeah, I think that's all there is to talk about. Just the Jade Spear. The Jade Spear is insane. With the deathmatch, his old spear. Oh, man, I just realized. poor spear doesn't even have the thing to do anymore. So you can see he has 90% crit rate with the deathmatch, which 90 is overkill. you only need like 75 to 80% crit rate before you start losing damage. But as you can see, he doesn't even have 2,000 attack, which is not good in the long run. Zhao needs more attack because of how many multipliers he has in his talents. He has really high multipliers on his normal attack and his ult, and then he also has a multiplier on the Jade Spear itself, and it just starts stacking up, and it becomes, just 100 attack can, turn into another 1k damage on a plunge, which is kind of insane. I was talking about audio attack earlier, and I actually crowned him. As you can see, I have no Mora. I only have 300,000, which is not that much. Because I just crowned Zhao. And I think the next thing to do is to get this to level 8. And yeah, I think I'll just be on my way to crowning Zhao all 3 times. He's already good enough, but we'll take anything. Do you look there isn't really much to talk about? Yeah, actually, I don't think a single thing has changed on him, aside from the fact that his talents have been leveled up a tiny bit more. So, I'll just leave it at that. Traveler, unfortunately, I had to decommission because I got Jean. For right now, I'm only using him for his C6, because with Zhao, if you combine Zhao and Traveler together, he gets more damage. Excuse me. Zhao gets more damage on plunges and all that, because the Traveler has a C6 Animal Shred. Sorry for the weird cut. The recording stopped because it hit the 10 limit mark, which means I've been talking for 10 minutes, which is kind of surprising. I've never been good at talking. But what was I saying? Yeah, he has an Animo Shred, and Zhao obviously needs more damage. He can never have enough, so we'll leave it at that. I'm only running him on Energy Recharge just for that purpose, because the C6 only happens on his ult. And thankfully I pulled a Favonia Sword yesterday, or what day is it today? I pulled it on the 1st of April. It's the 3rd right now, so 2 days ago I pulled the Favonia Sword. I decided to level it up just for the Energy Recharge. I could give him the Festering Desire, but can I please? Which I think I might do. I don't know what's wrong with my controller, sorry. Yeah. More Energy Recharge never hurts. We'll talk about Xingqiu next. Xingqiu has been struggling, honestly. Obviously, he does his job. He applies Hydro and just makes him really good with D-Loop, which is really all that matters. But I would like him to have a little bit more attack. I know he has a very low base attack, and with the Sacrificial... My controller is spazzing out, I can't. I'm not even touching it. Thank you. Because of how low the base attack of the Sacrificial Sword is and how low Xingqiu has, I think he's like the 3rd least amount of attack in the game. His attack can be a little bit higher. But obviously it doesn't matter in the long run, because all he needs to do is apply Hydro. I'm debating whether I should switch out 2 of these Noblesse artifacts for Heart of Death artifacts. Heart of Death is the Hydro artifact, so he can get a little bit more damage to make up for the lack of attack that he has. But otherwise, I think he's decent. Dude, my controller is broken, I swear. I'm sorry. Well, I guess the game wants me to talk about Constellation. I got a C3 Xingqiu, I think on the Hu Tao banner. Yeah, I did like 110 roll on it, and I happened to get 1 Xingqiu, which is exactly what I needed, because it levels up his ult by 3 levels, which is obviously really good. And yeah, his stats aren't too healthy. He has a very, very good amount of energy recharge, but his crit is lacking. I would sacrifice a little bit of crit damage for more crit rate here. I would like for him to have 30 crit rate, and you know. Actually, wait, is this what I think it is? Does he not have a single bit of crit damage on any of his artifacts besides his helm? Oh, I never realized that. Oh, that's so slow. The only thing that's giving him crit damage is the helmet, which is not. Yeah, he needs better artifacts, so I'll work on that. Chi-Chi, 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 for you. Yeah, Chi-Chi's been falling off really, really hard. With the addition of Diona and Jean into my team, she just doesn't have a place in the team anymore. So, she, as you can see, she has a weaker sword. She usually had the Hula Livonia, but now that's on Jean. Her artifacts are not that good either. She just has some placeholder gladiator that I think I didn't bother slapping on anyone else. And yeah, you can see. And overall, Chi-Chi just getting worse and worse as time goes on. So I'm not gonna bother working with her anymore. I did use her, I think, in my last floor 12 run, which I did like 2 days ago because that's when the Abyss reset. Just for the Ungabung game, because Chi-Chi still does good at healing, so Zha doesn't need to worry about his health when he's ulting.
Breathe. 3.
But I think what's gonna put the nail on Chi-Chi's coffin is if I get Zhongli in 1.5, which would just completely negate everything that she has going for her. I wouldn't have a single reason to use her anymore. But obviously I want Zhongli, but Chi-Chi was my first ever 5-star, so it kind of hurts to see her suffer. But yeah, not much you can do about it, right? She just really needs a buff in general, but not enough people are whining about it, so she won't get the Zhongli treatment. I don't think there's any more. Actually, I can talk about Bennett. Usually he'll be running the Fast Rain Desire, and then like have no artifacts on him, or like unupgraded random artifacts that have no purpose. I could give him Noblesse, but obviously at the same time I don't have to. Actually, I could. I'll do that later, but yeah, all he needs is more energy recharge, which he already has a very.
Ow! Where did
Yeah.
that come from?
My bad. That I'll just shut up. But yeah, he has enough energy recharge to actually sustain himself. Obviously, I compare him. Obviously, he goes well with every single team that I have. but I just don't want to build him because his ideal artifacts are actually on Diona, because Diona is also built on HP. She has almost 20k HP. I can't get her 20k just because she's only level 80. If I level her up one more time, I think I should be able to hit 20k. Obviously, I don't want to. It costs a lot. But yeah, with Bennett, I've just been running him naked with like barely any artifacts and no investment. And he's still doing good. Obviously, his ult only goes off of
Oh,
Bro,
ow.
it's the second time you got hit by the rock, dude. It only goes off of his base attack, so I don't need to worry about artifacts at all. I think that's all there is to talk about. There's no one else that's worth mentioning. Yeah. So I'll just leave it at that. If there's anything after this video, then feel free to stay and watch. But if there isn't, then just hope you guys have a nice day. Sorry for my lack of uploading. And I think after this video, there's gonna be like 5, 6 more videos coming along in the days coming. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I think I'll be on my way now. Thanks for you guys watching.